Hey everybody, this is Mr. Judson from Wilson High School, and I have your son or daughter in either pre-calculus or calculus, and just wanted to send out a message and say hi. It's kind of a weird year, but being able to put a face there to your kid's teacher and see what's happening. So hi, here I am. I'll just kind of give you a little bit of information about how I'm trying to hold class. I mean, this right here is where everything takes place. And I meet with the kids on Teams. This is the camera or the computer that has the camera, and then over here I use this as a way to display and share things with them. At the same time, work problems underneath my document camera. I'm trying to really push kids to. I know there's so many different things going on, but to try and write things down in the front of their notebook that are specific to this class, so that they're aware of it. And I'm just going to let you guys know the same stuff, so you kind of feel like you know what's going on. What we're doing is each week we have videos that we watch, and then the kids get a homework assignment, and then the stuff that we do each week is always going to be due the following Tuesday if you're in a calculus class, or the following Wednesday if you're in pre-calculus. So they're turning in their homework one time per week, and they should be scanning it if possible. If not, taking pictures with their phones and then attaching it to the assignment in Teams. I know we've got some teachers using Schoology and different things going on. I started with Teams, and I just didn't really want to change one more thing up on the kids, a couple weeks into the school year. Maybe that'll happen down the road, but for right now, I feel like we've got everything down, and let's not rock the boat. All right. So anyway, one of the things I'm going to need a little help on, and I haven't quite figured all this out yet exactly how I'm going to do it, but testing. The kids are going to have to test at home, and one of the things I did last year was I tried to, wanted to make sure that somebody was there to monitor. And I know most kids are honest and they're gonna do the right thing, but I also know there are plenty of kids that will do the wrong thing given the chance. So when we do take a test, I'm gonna want to pick a time where you will be available to monitor. You don't have to sit there and stare at them, but at least be in close proximity so that we know that the rules are being followed. When we do take our exam, there'll be a time limit on it, and the student will have to finish the test, get it scanned, or take pictures with their phone and get it back to me within that time. And really that's designed just to make sure that kids aren't doing their work and then passing it on to somebody else, so that they can do the same thing. And so I'll have all that written out for you guys, and your help is appreciated. I know you see it on the news all the time that the parents are just pulling their hair out because they don't know how to help their kids. But I'm trying to make this easy. If you can just monitor and make sure that we have some kind of academic integrity there. Sure would appreciate it. If I could ask you to help with one thing, it would be this. I'm really having a hard time getting past this barrier of kids feeling comfortable asking questions. I've said it over and over, and some of them have gotten really good. Some have become very vocal, and that's a good thing. And they're asking questions and they're concerned about how to get their work done. But so many kids are just sitting back and saying nothing. For some kids, there's technology issues and they're not sure how to turn an assignment. They won't say anything, and it's really hard for me to help them if they're not saying something. Right now I know that I have about 28 kids who have a C grade or lower out of 64. To me, that's really unbelievable, because all they have to do is watch the video, do the homework assignment, and turn it in, and they have the answers. They can check the work themselves, but it's not getting turned in. I have kids missing all 3 assignments already. I have some kids who are missing points because they're just writing down answers and not showing work. This is all stuff we've talked about in our Teams meetings. And I really pushed them hard today. I said, look, we got to step it up. We really got to step it up and take a look at ourselves and see what we're doing. But I'm convinced some kids are sitting back and almost treating this like last semester, where they get they're guaranteed a C minus. Well, that's not happening this year. If you fail, you get an E. And kids need to understand that they're going to have to work. And you know, when they get stuck, they need to ask questions of the teacher. And I'm one of those teachers. And if you've ever had a kid in my class, or if you know your children know somebody who's had me before, they'll all verify it. I don't ever tell a kid that's a stupid question. To me, all questions are important. You know, we're just trying to figure things out. That's our goal. How do you do this math? And my job is to help them, not tear them down. And so, if you could really push them to speak up and you know, ask questions and be willing to talk, that's important. Okay. So this is kind of where I teach your kids. I've not up at Mount Rainier, out in the alpine fields. But I'll sit here at this television set, and kind of nice, we're able to at least write down some problems and you know, and ask questions like, where does f of x equal 0? And I won't go on and bore you guys with some math that doesn't apply to you right now, but everything that I do, I write right here and I record it. And so the videos that your kids are watching, it shows all of the work right here. I give them a chance to practice problems. They have a chance to get results and see how things are done. And so they get that immediate feedback. But it's real important. If you ever hear me say they need to be watching the videos, all of the videos are on my classroom website. And they should know how to access them at this point. If you're not seeing your kids watching videos for math, they should have been watching them twice a week, but now it's going to bump up to 3 times a week starting next week. Then something's not right, you know. And most of you know we're trying to earn college credit through Central Washington. 2 days a week isn't going to get the job done. It's not going to get it done. 3 days a week, it's going to be really hard to get the job done. But I need to start pushing them a little harder. You know, we're used to doing math 5 days a week, and so this isn't anything new to us. It's really just kind of getting over the technology hurdle. And so anyway, you know, please encourage them. Keep on watching those videos. Watch them twice if you need to. Rewind them. Pause it. Practice something. Then run the video again. You don't get to pause the teacher in class very often. We're limited by time. But when you're watching stuff on a video, you can rewind it, listen to it again, write some stuff down. Okay, let's rewind it and watch it again, but this time I'm not going to write anything down. And it'll make life a lot easier for them. So, you know, we've never really had to deal with technology at the level that we are right now. And, you know, textbooks are electronic. I know we've got some kids doing graphing calculators on their computer. Some came to check them out here at school. You know, trying to attach work and send it off to somebody elsewhere. I mean, we've all been thrown into the technology pod, and it's, you know, sink or swim, and hopefully we're all swimming and keeping our heads afloat. Again, you know, I just can't say this enough. If your kid's struggling, tell them to ask for help. I'm willing to help. I've even told the kids in class or in our teams meeting, is if you need to stay to the end of the meeting and ask your question, you're always welcome to do that. Kids do that in the real world, you know. Class ends, they all leave, and there's always a couple kids that stick behind and go, Mr. Judson, I had a question for you. They just didn't want to ask it in front of other people. Well, the same thing can happen here. They can stay near the end of class and ask that question. Same thing goes for you guys. If you ever have any questions about what's going on, my phone number's, it's on the school website. I'll tell it to you right now. It's 253-571-6052. Please don't call during the school day because I'm in the middle of doing things with students. But if you called right after school, 2 o'clock or before 8:30, those are good times to call. And anything that you need to know or have questions about, I'm here to help. So just let me know, and I can help your kids out. So anyway, I don't get to meet you guys, but you got to meet me. So hopefully things are going well for your kid. My goal is to see these kids do really well and continue on and take calculus next year, which some of them are doing that now. But also just for the kids to have a good experience in math and walk away saying, that teacher cared enough to take the time to help me and explain things. I'm really excited about the number of kids who who signed up to earn Central Washington credit. I think we had somewhere in the neighborhood of about 35 pre-calc students and about 12 to 15 calculus students. And so that's a lot. I always tell the students this, and I'll tell you guys as well. My daughter did this a couple years ago. And the nice thing is that when she left Wilson, she already had enough credits to be considered a sophomore at the college she went to, which means she's going to graduate a year early. And I've also told the kids, college is a little bit different. It's not like, oh my gosh, my senior year, it's going to be the best year ever, which I'm not sure that we're feeling that way right now for this year. But college is not like that. Your senior year is just one more year to pay money, one more year to pay, for an apartment, one more year to buy books, one more year to do an internship and have to pay to do it. The sooner you can get out of college, the sooner you can start making some money and begin your career, and so that's a good thing. Or maybe someone chooses to start pursuing their master's degree. My daughter wants to start working on her master's during her 4th year of college, and the nice thing about that is financial aid is still paying for it. And you can only use your financial aid through 4 years of school, so why not use it to your advantage? So real excited about that. Real excited that we've got kids that are pursuing those college credits, and I think in the long run making a difference for themselves. All right, hey, it was good talking to you guys. Take care, and again, if you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to call. We'll see you.